And we're back. Today's episode is going to be geared towards podcast producers, people that are in the same field that I'm in, and the skills that you need to learn if you want to be able to offer the most upside and be able to sell yourself the best to any potential customers or clients that you would work with. It needs to be more than simply just podcast editing. And that's really where I start. It's a great place to start, but you do need to be able to evolve from that. You can start with actually learning podcast production. I'm not going to use the word podcast editing, podcast production. Actually being able to take someone's vocal recording, someone's spoken word recording, being able to manipulate their voices to sound very pleasant, clean up any issues that there are with the audio, remove mistakes, being able to put music on there, making sure that everything is leveled across the board and in standings with current podcast standards. I would learn that skill first. What skills should you learn after that? I will discuss the skills that I actually learned and mostly taught myself how to do afterwards. And the more that you can offer your clients, the more they're willing to work with you, the more they want to work with you because you can offer them more. One of the biggest problems that I had pre-lockdown in 2020 was a lot of people were coming to me and say, I want to do video for my podcast. I want to do video for my podcast. And who would have known that that would have exploded so much during the pandemic? And it was really hard for me to say, no, I can't do that. And I realized how much that was affecting my ability to do business and to be able to grow a business doing this. And so I did what was hard. And because I'm passionate about doing this, it became a skill that I could add into my toolbox, video production. So I would go from being able to learn audio production to learning video production. It doesn't matter the suite that you use for audio or video production. Just pick one that works best for you. People say that Pro Tools is the best, or the easiest to start with is GarageBand or Audacity, or you can use the Adobe suites. Just find what works easiest for you. And pricing wise, there are things that work better than others. Like, for instance, you could use Logic Pro X on an Apple computer for audio engineering, and that's a one-time payment. Or you could use Adobe Audition. That's a monthly recurring subscription that you have to continue to pay for. But if one works better than the other, I think that's what really matters. So I would start with audio, then I would move to video. And then the skills that I would add on top of that are being able to source things. If you don't want to learn them yourself, you need to be able to source them for your clients. Be able to source people that can create podcast cover art, places to find really great music for your podcasts, ways to transcribe out your podcast. Offering all of those services to people is something that's really valuable. If you can't do them yourself, you need to be the guy or the girl that knows people, that knows how to get those things accomplished. One skill that I did add in over the past year was learning Illustrator and Photoshop. Being able to create cover art for your clients, or again, sourcing those out, finding people that can make great cover art, or thumbnails for YouTube, things like that. That was just a skill that I wanted to learn. So I sat down and forced myself how to do it. If you're passionate about doing this, this is something that can be very easily accomplished for not very much money. You really just have to have the gumption, I guess is the best word that's coming to mind, to actually go out and learn how to do these things and learn how to do them well, and then be able to sell yourself on using those skills to other people that need them. I'm more than happy to talk more about this with potential producers that are out there that are looking to get into this game. Feel free to DM me on Twitter at Johnny Podcasts, and I'm more than happy to speak with you about my experience and the things that you do need to work on and things that you should improve if you want to get better at doing this. So thanks again for tuning in. I know this was a different type of episode, but I appreciate you listening nonetheless. You can check me out on Twitter, YouTube. You can read my newsletter. Links to all that stuff that you would want to know about are in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.